What is your idea of the perfect woman?
The perfect woman to me is someone who can get me out of my comfort zone, someone that can love my kids the way I love them unconditionally, someone that can push me to want to be a better person. Like those three things is like, that sums it up for me.
What does being in love feel like to you?
Being in love for me is a scary feeling. It's like the ultimate vulnerability. So when I'm in love, I feel like I'm not 100% in control of my life and how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Being in love, I feel like it's hand in hand with your sanity. It feels great, it feels good, but it's scary because if you feel like you're on the brink of losing that love, you feel like you're on the brink of losing yourself. So as great as being in love is also like a scary feeling too. That's how it feels to me.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, break.
I'm so used to being running up like this.
Bro, spit that shit.
What was the exact moment that you knew you were in love with Shalise?
I knew I was in love with Shalise. It took 2 occasions for me to know because I can fall hard and fast sometimes. The first occasion it was early on in our friendship and we was partying a lot and going out. And I never was able to let loose and just live and be as free and fun as I've ever been in my entire life until she came around. It's like she opened the door to a part of me that I wasn't familiar with or used to letting out anyway. So and then she was with me every single day. So when she wasn't around me for a few times, it just felt weird. I mean, I still had women around, but all I thought about was her. All I wanted around was her. Like that was my happy place in a sort. So that was my first thought of it. The confirmation for me was when she got around my kids and started building a relationship with them. And she started showing me essentially how it was to be a parent. And this is without her having her own kids. So when I seen her interact with my children and love them and they love her back, that's when I knew like, yo, I'm really in love with this girl. Like I love her, like it's the one.
You said that you felt more free than you've ever been with anybody else. What do you think it was about her love that was freeing for you?
It was so raw. It was authentic. Like it was just like her aura, her vibe is just so high in positivity. It's contagious. Like she's always smiling. She's always seeing the upside, the glass half full. Like it's just so much love that gives off from her.
What was the happiest moment that you two shared together?
The happiest moment we shared together was in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Our first vacation that we ever took. My first time on an airplane. That's how you know I love her. I've been scared to fly all my life, and I got on an airplane because I felt like if I'm gonna die, as long as you're with me, I'm cool with that. Like that's how I know I loved her. We went to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it was just like pure bliss. It was just like euphoric, man. It felt surreal to see clear waters and like nice clean sand and doing the things that we did, zip lining through trees and walking 30 feet under the water on the ground, just holding starfish in our hands and looking at like barracudas and stuff, just living life, seeing life outside of Philly with her. It was just beautiful, night in and night out, like so many good memories. And whenever we go through bad times, when things get rough, when we had little breakups, I always think about that and it brings tears to my eyes because it reminds me of how happy we can be, like what our potential looks like. And that was the best time of my life, not even just the happiest times I had with her. That was the happiest time of my entire life in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Like that's a key moment of my life.
I just want to ask, like, are you sure you're not proposing to make things better?
I wrestle with it because I shoot a lot of weddings now, right? So when you go shoot a wedding and you seen all this love and all this fun and everything, you know, I get teary-eyed every wedding I shoot. I'm like, yo, I want that. I want that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I refuse to let my mom leave this earth without seeing her son get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's big to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, weeks will go by, and then, you know, we might be ready to rumble and kill each other at each other's throats. And I'm like, you know what? Is that just the high I get right after I shoot a wedding from being at a wedding? So I would ask myself that, like, am I just in the moment and it made me feel like that? So I had to make sure that one day I just was sitting there just staring at her. We laying in the bed. I just told her, I just started rambling off and just telling her all the things I love about her, all her attributes, all her like things about her persona, and I just was just telling her why I love her so much. She didn't ask me, wasn't even in the conversation. We just was laying there, she had her phone. I just started sitting there telling myself in my head. So I just started saying out loud, like, these are the reasons why I love you so much. And I realized at that moment, like, yo, she's the perfect woman for me. She has the perfect love for me. This is who I want to be with her. Rest, I don't want to start over. I don't want to live for nobody else. This is who I need in my life. And at that moment, I know, like, this is what I want to do. And then, you know, at the next wedding I went to, I'm like, I'm ready, yo. Like, I'm tired of watching these other people like had this day. I'm ready for mine. Like, and I went. I called my jeweler, and she's already working on my chain. I'm like, yo, I want a ring. Like, I'm gonna come down there and see some rings. Like, I want to do this. Went down there, fast forward, looked at some rings that I like, just gave her some money. And then I started feeling good. I started getting excited and anxious. Like, me right now, waiting to propose till next month, that's too much. I'm ready to do it now. I sent it to my mom. You know what my mom said to me?
What'd she say?
Good job, son. I'm so fucking proud of you.
Oh.
And that just like, that let me know, like, I'm in the right space right now.
And I know that was everything to you because you're such a
I'm a mama's boy. That was everything to me.
You are the definition. Like, if you looked in the dictionary of mamas, like, it's your picture smiling real hard, you and your mom.
Yeah, like, I'm a mama's boy. So, like, and my mom never told me, even though I know my mom proud of me, she always had my back through my ups and downs. She never said the words, I'm proud of you to me, ever. She's a fan of my film. She's a fan of me when I was a rapper, but she never voiced those words. Because when she said, I'm proud of you, I dropped a tear, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because it's growth.
Dog, that shit was like emotional for me, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is me becoming a man. Like, this is just as much about me as it is about us. So, yeah, so like, I know for sure that this is what I want to do. Like, this is, I feel like the final stage of me becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? So I got my mom on my side, me and her brother, we didn't have a good relationship. I went down there and hashed.
This is gold. I made him cry.
I went down there, I hashed it out with her brother. I looked that man in his eyes. We talked as men, we shook hands, we exchanged numbers. You're gonna be my brother in the future. So we need to start a relationship while fresh, you know what I'm saying? These things that, if I wasn't at this place mentally as a man, I don't give a fuck. I don't want that nigga. But I know, like, I love this woman. You come with her. You are an important person in her life. Therefore, you are an important person in my life. So as men,
your daughter's uncle.
yeah. So as men, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna figure out how to put the past behind us, and we're gonna move forward. You know. So this is how I know. Like, this is all a part of my becoming as a man. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no more second doubts. That's what I want. That's what I want. I'm happy. That's what I want.
You like a little bit tell each other everything. I even went and bought a diamond rings, bitch and rings every day was so cool. Lately, baby, been acting so rude. I don't know what somebody told you, but I ain't gonna lie,
Come here. You said you were 2 steps ahead? I've been playing this for weeks. Look at me. I orchestrated every single detail. You wouldn't surprise me. I was smoking but you my best friend. You my partner in life for the last 2 years. Tonight I'm at you. One of the most important people in your life, in my life. You be my partner for life.
Even if we never speak again. Keep your business on the pub, you can stay out.
Yes, girl.
You got what in the plate, girl? You did that today. Yeah. You
damn, this is hard. Oh my God. Y'all know how hard this shit was? She's such a detective. All these sneaky niggas I've been for locking my phone. My priorities fucked up for getting the chain. She ain't no ring came with it. Like, damn, this feel good. Show me the ring, go ahead. Dance.
We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah, maybe we can be on chill tonight.
One time.
Maybe I can give you chills.
I'm getting mine like fine wine measured in time. Many other brothers love you, but this pleasure is mine. There's no pressure for us to say that I love you from now. So fuck that coffee shit, I just want us to be comfortable now. For real, who you loving, who you wanna pull up with? Who don't care who you dating, long as you care and you trust me. I'm trying to hear all your problems so I can lighten the load. No, you not fighting alone, cause I'm protecting you from them. So chill, life hard and ex-lovers is like scars. Cause they stop hurting but never forgetting what it was. I wasn't young, my niggas in so I don't trust.
Why can't you agree with me for once?
I'm trying to slow up.
Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills. We've been on a tragedy for once. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah. Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills.
Look, okay, they switch up on you, I'm gonna stay the same, yeah. I pull up on you, then put it in with patience. I'm good where we got it without no expectations. What good is the title when shawty been no head?
You a bad bitch.
I be up in there a lot, just to show you I don't care, but we're to that nigga out. We don't share our whereabouts or the gossip, the hood, love. Just supreme confidence, if we good, that's good enough.